It's you over there. Hope you're well. If you're new here in future, you know, meaning you're not here live, I do have many, many other videos that you might want to start with because I don't know what angle we'll take today. There's a show that I'm going to do tomorrow, perhaps, or later today, on cognitive biases and things like that, how to lie with statistics, etc., etc. But I didn't want to get that far into things right now. I mean, I'll probably delve into them slightly, but yeah, I would say maybe go to some of my earlier videos if you want one-directional learning. But for now, maybe we'll talk about how silly people are. The baseline for intelligence in humanity is so low. It's amazing. Like what people find intelligent now, it's not only low, but it's oftentimes it's not even misguided. It's like things that are considered intelligent, no one really that is intelligent would consider intelligent. The kinds of conversations that I found I've had with people over the years, it has nothing to do with my base of knowledge becoming bigger or me becoming smarter. It has to do, like, it's the same conversations that I might have, but I find that the people that I'm having them with, their view of the world and how they observe things and how they argue their points about what they think is less and less intelligible. it's there's no, there's no helping people kind of thing. There's no teaching these people kind of thing. It's kind of stuck with me, and it just becomes funnier and funnier because I don't know how many times, especially online, you're never going to get anybody to agree because they're so short-term thinking. They don't have a big purview of the world. They're not looking at it from another angle, and if I go into talking about something, I'm either talking about it to explore something with someone, in which case I'll never claim to be right about something or know something, and I'm like, oh, let's explore a topic. I don't know what the end result is here. But if I'm saying something and I know it, and I know that I know it, then I will lead in with that. That's fine. But when I'm having these conversations with people online, you'll find that no one's ever willing to give up their position, even if they're completely wrong. They'll go through all of these cognitive biases. They'll go through all of these logical fallacies. They'll move the goalposts. They'll change what we were talking about. They'll do all these things to get away from ever having to go, oh, I was wrong about what I said because it was stupid. Nobody wants to do that. And the more and more that conversations, out in public or online, there's more stupid things that more stupid people say, and it can only be laughable now. What's up, Matthew Maxwell? What's up, C Noble? What's up? That's interesting. Into anti-gravity. Did you see there was a video out the other day of a snake climbing a tree that I thought that was really awesome. So if you put them in so if you drop them from an airplane, or if you put them in a free-falling plane that was falling faster than that kind of, yeah, I guess, in a vacuum chamber, how would they be able to breathe? I don't know how that would work. What's up, Danny Skylark? What are you doing? Your name had just came up a couple days ago. How have you been? Yeah, people out here are wildly misinformed. I had to have a conversation with about 6 different people who are. Here's the premise. Here's the premise of the conversation. And it's online. It's on Reddit. So as I've said before, don't go on Reddit unless you want to have your faith just destroyed in humanity. And there was a post on. It was like trashy, right? And it was a girl sitting there mimicking the words of, "If I don't want to, it's because I don't feel like it," right? And the title was beneath it was, "If I feel like," she was pregnant or feeding her kids, or she was pregnant and all she was doing is eating fast food and garbage, and it was like, why don't, when people ask me why don't I go and Why don't I eat healthy and treat myself well? Because I don't feel like it. Well, she's pregnant, right? So everybody's like, this is trashy. And then literally more than half of the people were, defending this chick's position to, eat shit all day long. And so, being logical here, I said, well, that is kind of trashy, isn't it? I mean, we've established that McDonald's in vitro will damage babies, as they're growing. We've established that it causes, there's cancerous substances in there. We established it's really not healthy or good food. That is kind of a trashy thing to do, because you'd certainly say that if she smoked cigarettes every day and drank alcohol or shooting up or whatever, that wouldn't be good. How could you even say that eating fast food all day every day is any, like, how is that okay? And literally I had people argue, they were arguing with me for an hour and a half, trying to say that I'm an asshole, I'm a tool, I'm a jackass for equating McDonald's to crack. I was like, well, maybe you're not seeing it, but McDonald's has caused more of a problem on the planet than in every way to the health and well-being of humans, psyche, psychology, and individuals' physicality and the next generation than crack ever could. Why? The kind of people, and then I got to explain this, like, you can't even understand that, because you see a crackhead and that's what you see, the guy stumbling around the street, missing his teeth, bent over, blah blah blah, right? Do you know the small number of people that get to the point of shooting up, or because you can shoot up crack or smoking crack? It's a very small number, but most people do eat McDonald's, and McDonald's generationally has caused, besides all of the problems that it's done to the planet, and now all the chemicals they put in the food and what we're consuming, the problems it has caused on so many, it's thousands of times bigger than crack could ever be. And on an individual level, it surely has caused mass amounts of health problems, way more than crack ever could. You can look at an individual and say their life is but they've taken that upon themselves. And usually crackheads don't have, families and friends to fuck up, where people that are in bad health positions because of eating McDonald's their entire life, they usually have friends and family that because of their addiction. You know that McDonald's in their own documents call people that consume their product users. Chemicals. So, and people, instead of following this line of logic, they just call me a fucking retard, and that I'm not worth feeling sorry for, and that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that because I've never been pregnant, I can't say anything about someone's I really, my food, I don't want to eat that strawberry. I don't want to eat the healthy thing. I need to eat that disgusting double bacon cheeseburger that I know nothing about what it feels like to have those kind of addictive things. And I'm like, yeah, but you wouldn't know, because you don't know that I fasted on water for 40 days. So, saying something like that, like, you want to know what it feels like to want to eat, and you can't just put the cheeseburger down and eat to something healthy. You can't do that. I'll put them both down. Don't talk to me about that. It's like when I say that, I try to big up myself and say, no, I know what the fuck you're talking about. People act like, oh, you're on your high horse. I'm like, well, you just 2 seconds ago belittled me for thinking I didn't know what I was talking about, and now that I give myself credit for doing something that you can't even consider, and because I have knowledge about food and nutrition and health and a larger scope of reality, it's like, what do you do with these people? You just go, fuck you. You're an idiot. You're the stupid one, and you need to know that, whether you accept it or not. And deep down in your soul, you're not the one. You're not the essence. You're a fool. You have to know that. That's the thing. It's like when you talk to these people and they just deflect everything. They just ching, 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 ching. No. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. And as they're sitting there, like fucking chiefing down a pack of Newports and stuffing their face with the most disgusting products, and gonna argue that they know about health and nutrition and sciences. I'm like, okay, goofy. But then, see, and they'll insult you first, and then when you insult them back, they go, "Oh, all you do is criticize and insult me." I was like, "But you started it. I gave strictly facts and that you wouldn't accept, and then act like I'm the retard here." You gotta laugh at these people. They're everywhere. We're surrounded by fools and morons and clowns and like doofuses. What's up, Earth? Where you been? Yeah, that's what's wrong with you. I, Danny, that's not the only thing that's wrong with you. It's not just the Mickey D's. Eating from the grave every day. Yeah, I mean, the thing that should be, when you go to the other, when you go to this extreme, which is if you have no quibbles and you have no qualms, and you realize everything is just an atomic gesture of the universe reverberating back at you, you can consume anything you want. As long as you do it with a healthy, happy heart and mind, consume anything you want, including that goddamn crack pipe if that's what you're into. But I don't think you're doing it from that point of view. And if you want to eat a McDonald's hamburger, fucking go for it. Every now and then I'll chow down on something. Because it's not I don't have an addictive quality to it. I do it for the experience, and it's you do something happily, and you won't gain any of the bad negative effects from it, because it's an entire it's vibrating at whatever level you allow it to, right? But you say that to somebody, then we can get into metaphysics, and then it's going to screw everything up for everybody. So we'll just keep it on the physical level. Like, hey, don't smoke crack, and don't eat McDonald's that often. You know what I mean? And if you do smoke crack, don't do it too often. How's that? Go ahead. Have your once a year holiday crack pipe binge. Go ahead and have your once a year McDonald's binge. Matthew Maxwell, you wouldn't feed McDonald's to your dog. Good for you. Yeah, because your dog doesn't have as much of a choice in the matter of overwhelming it psychically, right? A dog's not going to look at the McDonald's and be like, hey, that's something that's going to be healthy and good for me. They're doing it from, ring a bell and the dog salivates kind of thing. Hey, Danny, wouldn't it be it's a blue plate special in a red light district? you usually get the blue plate special after you go to the red light district, though, huh? Chicken eggs, 5 cents. Human eggs, 5,000. What's up, yo? Operation Smooth Brain. Well, that was funny. The first time somebody on Reddit called me a smooth brain, I was like, oh, here we go. Somebody that has not left their fart chair in months and gets only delivery food and does everything on computer. Never even heard that before. So I'm sitting in this really nice bench here. You want to see my locale? This really great locale here. We've got all of this deliciousness. A sculpture back here. Sculpture garden. Hanging out in the sculpture garden. And sitting in, the honor. Check it out. Sitting in the honor of the director of the museum. I guess I'm the director of the museum for the day. You call me Susan. This is my seat. How do you feel about that? So I'm guessing that's over there. Change his name again. Is that him? Matthew, and I'm guessing you're being I guess you're being honest. Like, that's for real, huh? Yeah. Funny enough, I know people that do participate in smoking crack. I do. But you would never know it. Just like, growing up, you assumed, as a kid, that you didn't think most people snorted coke, and then all of a sudden you start going out. You're like, holy shit! All of these people do coke. Like you wouldn't believe it. And then all of a sudden I was like, I'm looking at my neighbors, like, holy shit! They're teachers. It's like they have regular 9 to 5 jobs. This person, and they're like, then I'll see him and go on the weekend. I'm like, they're like fucking partying hard. I'm like, holy shit. And the people that I mean, literally smoke crack, you wouldn't think it for a second. Like normal people, you could sit down and have a normal conversation with them, and then next week they're out there fucking. Now, funny enough, right? Like, so and the funny thing about all this shit is any of these drugs, if you get them in the most pure form, and it doesn't go along with all of the other terrible lifestyle choices, how they live, where they live, how they eat, there's a different use for all those chemicals. I'm not saying to go smoke crack. I don't fucking know. But if you've ever done, pink fish scale coke, it's very non-addictive and it's a really good high. You ever smoke? I've smoked weed that was no good. Have you ever smoked weed? I've smoked weed that was no good. Every substance has its capacity to be, cut and altered and demonized, right? But I mean, it was all made somewhere, right? It was made in the laboratory. A lot of these things, even you go from pharmaceutical. You got the pharmaceutical ones. You got the recreational ones. It's not too big of a gap between the two, other than who made it and what it's cut with. It's like purity levels. Like the Matthew, when he said that, I have a friend who goes to Brazil once a year for a crack holiday in a gated resort, all inclusive. Like, now, most people, if you said that, you're kidding. That's got to be a joke, and you're probably not. That's so funny. They might be giants. I just a couple of days ago was listening to Open Mike Eagle, and he was talking about how much of an influence. If you don't know who he is, he used to have a Comedy Central show. He's a hip hop artist, West Coast, very funny, and he was talking about how much of an influence They Might Be Giants had on his hip hop career. And I never, I always knew, he'd said it before, but I didn't know to what degree. And, they've got a lot of music out there. I was unfamiliar with their whole collection. Butt cracks. What's up, Janice? It's a shock once it's slowed down. Well, what I'm talking about, or just the speed of my voice? How does my voice sound in double time? Does it sound way chipmunky? Glad you could catch up. That's funny. A lot of people do that too. They're like, I don't want to miss anything, but I want to be on time, but I don't want to. Yeah, that's so funny. Welcome to On Time. I guess it does depend on where I'm sitting and what we're talking about, the speed of my voice. So I guess double time would be kind of interesting. There is a couple programs you can run that you can adjust the speed and also the pitch, so you can keep the pitch the same but speed it up. So if you really like someone's voice, but you want to get through a book or something, you could just speed up how quick it goes without screwing with their voice. Or if someone's voice is kind of annoying, you can adjust the pitch on it. I've had to do that in a few people's videos. And sometimes just adjusting the just changing the speed, I can get a different voice from the person. So it's not a lot of people that their videos are, it's a long video and they have a deep voice. I can speed it up and it sounds better to me. A lot of people, I don't want to slow down what they're saying because like, could you imagine slowing down a John Levi video? Oh man. You want to fall asleep quickly? Put John Levi in 0.5 or 0.75. Hey, Monica, what are you talking about? Monica? You're adjusting her voice because it's so high pitch. I've been listening to her a while, but she has such a everything's so bright and sparkly and amazing. Speaking of bright and sparkly and amazing, let me fill up my cup. I just went and fed the little duckies. Now I must feed myself. Oh, and speaking of feeding myself, if anybody wants to help me feed myself, because I invested a lot of money over the last few weeks due to all of the festivals. There's French Quarter Fest and Jazz Fest. I'm kind of low on funds, so if you want to, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, it's in the description box. TsarXen. You know I appreciate it. And if you need help with anything individually, you can hit me up at TheoLuminous at Gmail. That's also in the description box. And it will be my birthday soon. It's about 3 weeks out. So if you guys don't get me anything now and you're thinking about it, feel free. It's beginning of June 4th. Have some festivals. You guys can get me gifts or just send me some ducats. And just put like 4, you want me to buy something funny or buy somebody else something. I don't know. Put it in the comments. Okay, where are we at there? Well, hold on, I just see this thing happens all the time where we're doing this chat and then it doesn't do live. I don't understand. He said, okay, I missed, see, the Jupiter cock I missed. And the chonga reckons if white folks drinks pee long enough, they're gonna turn black. So yes, I was having a pee conversation earlier. Who the hell was talking about? We were talking about because somebody was getting the changing of the skies, turning red, and that's been going on. So the blue-red shift, purple shift, right? And it's all the plasma, like getting into like the plasma ultrafiltrate of your urine. Drinking pee, yo. Start throwing plasma balls out the palm of your hand. Why wouldn't you be able to? I don't see why not. Yo, boo boo. Hey, boo boo. Oh, you guys got, as soon as these people cross this bridge, I'll show you the bridge. It's pretty awesome. It's all like glass, but you'll see. I'll show it to you. What else are we talking about here? Maybe we talk about this other bridge. Let's talk about this bridge. You guys got to look at this. Okay. What are the chances this was recently built? Like, they'll tell you that this park. Okay, see that building over there? Okay, that's Noma. If you were to look at the front of it, and everything that's around here, it definitely looks more, ancient, prior to, the Tartarian kind of empire shit. Everything, the way it's set up is exactly like all the other so-called World's Fairs that we know weren't. And I've tried to look up these buildings, and they say, oh, they were built in whatever year, but then there's no building pictures of it. And like, how would anybody? I don't know anybody from the 1920s to verify that it wasn't there. You know, I don't. The amount of scrubbing that's been done of history, that shit could have been there for 2,000 years. And it's very funny because this lake was built. If I jump, and there's this really weird thing around all of the lake, that there's giant chunks of brick and concrete, and I'm like, it's odd to me because I'm like, there's nothing around there shouldn't be any brick or concrete right here, and it's the lake is very shallow. Like, what's underneath here? Are we sure that we're not sitting on top of something? Because the golf course is right there, and anybody that knows this knows that most golf courses are on top of ancient ruins. Any study that you've done in this, look at golf courses, and they're on top of ancient ruins. So let's say this isn't. Especially considering, if that's it's got all this Egyptian writing on it, and right now they're doing a Queen of Nefertari exhibit, which is quite interesting, quite awesome. I went in there. And I was catching all the energy off of the shit. It was crazy. Like it was giving me Kundalini in the place. Fucking wild. And then what's to say that shit isn't just beneath the building and they just pull it up from the basement? God, how would you know? There might be like 3 people that know. They might just like, oh, get this from the back, pull it out front, and go around this way. And there's like only one person needs to know where it came from. Matthew, that's a crazy thing. Have I ever tried jumping into an outlet while out of body? No. Now you got me wanting to try that. I mean, although I think you would. I mean, would you go into this? Would that be like the Matrix? Would you jump into the system completely, or opposite? Would you jump into the plasma electrical system? Because then you'd be in the grid. Whoa! Why have you done it, dude? Well, now you got me thinking about that. Because they used to use telephone lines, but if you just jumped into that, I mean, then you're connected to everything that has electricity. That goes back to the station, and then on the side of the station, kind of like what movies? Wreck-It Ralph, the second one, where Ralph breaks the internet. Oh shit! If you haven't seen it, watch Wreck-It Ralph, because the first one's amazing. It's an awesome movie. And the second one, it has the vibes of Ready Player One, but it's already in a cartoon form. So Wreck-It Ralph, destroys the internet, has that same vibe. Jump into the electrical outlet. Huh. You got me about to do something out here, huh? Oh yeah? You went to the Utah Masonic Castle. You went inside and everything? They just let you in? I mean, obviously some of it must be off limits, but that's rad. Do you get to interact with shit? Will they let you like look at a book or juggle? let you do cartwheels through the place? No, but you got me really thinking about that, getting out of body and jumping, because obviously when you get out of body, there is portals you can go to, and that seems to be portals. Like one is out of view into something, and one is through the star systems or the moon or the sun, but star systems mainly, where it takes you through a tube and a vortex, and you see the lights and all the shit you see in all the movies. That's literally what you see. So I was meditating on jumping into a plug. Who's this? What's up, J22? Simple advice? Yeah, I've done a lot of those videos. I'll give it to you here, but feel free to look up my name and either Zen Alchemist or Zen-Atman. Look up Zen-Atman. And, out of bodies, OBE, astral travel, dreaming. Look that up, and there'll be, if you want more in depth. And I did one recently on here, maybe 2 weeks ago. I think I actually called it. Look at the recent one I've done in here. But here's a simple thing to do: is wake back to bed method. That, for as much as I can tell people, is the easiest way to get out of body or astral travel. At least to get out of body. Well, I mean, at the bare minimum, you'll have a lucid dream. So set your alarm, to go off every 15 minutes, starting like if you go to bed at midnight, starting at like 3 o'clock. Go off every 15 minutes. Wake up, get out of bed, and go right back. Like get out, get your body awake, and your body get up, move a little bit, lay back down, and your body will just go, fucking, I'm too tired for this. But keep your mind awake, and you'll start the more that happens, you'll get into a weird little space where your body will be so tired that it wants to sleep, and your mind will be focused, and it will allow you to get your spiritual body and roll out of body. So the roll method after wake back to bed is the easiest. It's at first, when you first start doing it, it's really tedious because you have to go through waking up and falling asleep multiple times during a night, like a dozen, which will cause you a lot of, you go, fuck, just let me sleep, I'm so tired. But you got to trick your brain into staying awake and let your body fall asleep. Another thing you can do is, like, the more exercise you do during the day, the more tired your body will become. So that will help you sleep harder, where your body will be tired. So that assists. Some people say that not eating before bed helps. Some people say eating cheese, like blue cheese especially, will help. I find the blue cheese to be helpful sometimes. I find eating to be helpful because it helps me like just fall asleep, because now my body isn't like, hey, I'm hungry or whatever. There's too much excitement going on. I find for healing, not eating to be a good idea before bed, like physical healing. But for the dream world, I've personally, this goes against what popular wisdom would be. I found it easier to get out of body after eating chocolate or blue cheese before bed, and being full, eating something. Chocolate, ice cream, blue cheese. Because there's some chemicals in the blue cheese and there's good things in chocolate. Do I recommend sleeping on the floor versus soft mattress to do it? Well, that's really up to you. There's a lot of, again, this is like popular mode, in the best position, you should be laying down flat on your back in a pitch black room, laying like an Egyptian mummy with your spine flat, arms this way. That's the way you want to sleep. But this, again, you want to be comfortable. You want to be able to get to sleep. You want to be comfortable enough. Most people don't like sleeping on the floor. They're going to want to lean on their side. They're going to wake themselves up so many times. It's going to be, unless you're already comfortable laying on a flat surface, it's not necessarily helpful. It'll just get in the way of even trying it. I have a pretty stiff mattress, because it's like a Japanese sleep system. It's like a kakibutan, a futon, and then the bamboo beneath it. So it's kind of stiff. But then again, it depends. It's about being comfortable enough to fall asleep. But still, you'll maintain, by sleeping on the floor, you'll maintain a correct posture for things. Yeah, yeah. You can also mugwort, and mugwort is good. Yep. Dream. Lavender helps. Like these smells are helpful because they'll get into your brain and help you relax enough. So like from a sense of substances, you want you want things that are sedatives, or muscle relaxers. Excuse me. You want muscle relaxers, but then you use something like the idea is muscle relaxers with a caffeine type something to keep the mind on, but negate the body, which is mind awake, body asleep, which is essentially uh, causing your body to go into sleep paralysis, which a lot of people have a dilemma with because the first time they get sleep paralysis, it's scary, unless you do it on purpose. So you want to get yourself into sleep paralysis. So you do things that would keep your body as comfortable and tired as possible and keep your mind awake. So things, working out, making the body expend energy, a heavy blanket, sleeping in a good posture, certain types of substances that will be muscle relaxing. That's and breathing patterns to put yourself into relaxed state, and then keep your but those breathing patterns are going to also trigger your mind to be in certain states too. So you want to you've got to put your body there and then change breathing patterns to keep your mind focused on what you're doing. And then you can either sit up or roll over to get out of body, or actually project through a tunnel. You'll see it when you get there. I don't know how, there's not a really good way to explain it because you you don't always have the choice when you're getting to that little place where you kind of your mind blips and you know you're sleeping but you're kind of awake. You're right in there. That either to get out of body or to go down through a tunnel. You don't necessarily have a choice. Sometimes you just be like going through an astral tunnel. You'll hear it and you'll see it, and you'll end up somewhere, and that's astral travel. Or you'll all of a sudden roll over or lean up or realize that you're in the same room as your body, and then you've gotten out of body. That's super advanced methods to do either of those, which I when I was really practicing a lot, even then it was difficult to choose. And a couple substances would be red spider lily. That's helpful. I don't know if you can find red spider lilies, get the flower. If not, look that up online. And I think you do that with a MAIO inhibitor. Is that MAOI, or how do you say that? What's up, Ninja? What you doing, yo? Yo. Sitting here relaxing, having a beverage. I think I need to add a little more juice. I think I went a little heavy duty on the other substance. Anchovy. Oh, you just built different, huh? I don't even know what that means. An anchovy salad. Seems rather fishy and salty to me. I do like fish. I do like salty things, but like a muffalata to me, that's his to me that's like heavy duty flavor. It's like a muffalata being all the olives, which have a very strong presence, almost like fish, right? And it's super salty. So a muffalata to me would be something almost anchovy-like. I do like olive salad. I love olives. Isn't that the funniest thing? That I mean, or somebody orders an anchovy on a pizza? Like, who does that? Is that like code for something? Do you get something out of it? I don't get it. I've never once been like, yeah, let's do that. And I've worked at plenty of pizza shops, and they always had anchovies. Like, what is that? Is that like is there something in that? Is something I don't know? J22, yes. I would use, yeah, the dandruff thing that happens for a bunch of reasons. I would add more oil to your diet, definitely. Uh, Scalp massage with oil and with urine. Aged might at first be too strong. I would use turpentine as well. Um, and there's those things. They're like basically a bunch of little needles that they sell them online, and they apparently work really good, and I can see why. And it's basically they're just like rollers because it's bringing blood flow to the surface. It's usually basically for beard growth is what they sell it for, and it's like whenever I looked them up. I mean, obviously I don't really need that, but I was just like, what the fuck are these things? All like 4 or 5 stars. Like everybody's like, oh, it works. So it increases blood flow, which is going to bring nutrition to the scalp. So scalp massage, cupping will help. Turpentine will help. And food-wise, adding bamboo shoots, and anything that has a lot of silica in it. Heavy silica foods. Oh, you know what's funny? Thinking about that, an anchovy and a sardine. Well, I don't see. I put them in the same category. I don't get it. Like to me, that's just bait for larger fish. I know. I mean, I've never really fully eaten one, but I've had a little bite of it on something. I'm just like, it's just too salty or too fishy. If I want something, like to me, it's like, just let me get some sushi. Oh, and the dandruff thing too. That could be for a bunch of reasons, but like again, the turpentine will help if it's the dandruff as a result of any type of um like a any other type of organism living in your body causing any chaos. If you have any like worms or types of, yeah, that the turpentine will help destroy that to begin with. But a lot of the problem is blood getting there, and the amount of oil in your system. So I'd increase those. That would probably help right off the bat. Like parasites, I think can cause a little bit of dandruff, and yeah, sleep paralysis. I don't know. You smoke cannabis? Yeah, it depends for me. I don't really get that much of an effect like that in that direction out of it. Because usually I'll fall asleep too. You know what I mean? If I smoke something good, like the sleep, my mind doesn't stay awake. It's a difficult challenge. Like I have an easier time getting out of body or astral projecting. Really, just actually doing the opposite of what everybody says. That could be just me. That could just be my Geministic nature. But oh, okay. You're saying canna, not cannabis. Okay, I read you wrong there. I don't know what this is. And we'll have to check it out sometime. I wonder what cannabis and cannibal have to do with each other. Like canaba, kana. So you leave Cain, like cannibal, Cain and Abel. Cannibal is Cain and Abel, right? Cannibal, Cain, Abel. It's like because Cain killed his brother, Abel. Abel was able to do something, and Cain came through as a Cain, Abel. Cannibal. In abyss. I guess it will send you to abyss or something. Just playing around with this. I hadn't really thought about it before. I think it's pretty over here. You hear little birds? Anybody know what these are? What are those things? Pink. Hey, let's go check them out. These little guys there. They smell? Not really much of a smell, but then again, they're not really in bloom. It's coming. It's coming. Oh my god, I'm fucking coming. Huh. Isn't this just lovely? Oh, and here's the bridge to Terabithia. Check it out. Check this bridge out. Fucking glass. There's the other bridge. My question is, how long has that been there? Has that been there since before the reset? Did they build that? Is that part of the public works projects? You know what I'm talking about? And that. Probably well. You guys want to see this shit real quick? There, I can probably leave my things there. I don't think anybody will steal it. I'm inside of the. Check this shit out. You guys want to see this? Check it out. I don't know. I don't know how trippy it'll get for you, but here it goes. I don't know what you're able to see on here. What the shits? Yeah, boy. Okay, so check this dude out real quick too. So is he? I've had this conversation. I'm saying, is this dude dancing in ecstasy, or is he tripping? Like, to me, it looks like there's a wire that he just tripped on. But it's called the Speed of Grace from the Cities of Men. And to me, is he falling in agony? Is he in pain? Is he in ecstasy of like, and gracefully, is the grace the funny thing? Is he dancing? Because like, I know people that dance like that here, but like, he does look like he might be tripping on something, or like, oh, I can't believe this. But it is really, it's so well done. That is a lot of movement in a statue. Like, to capture that kind of movement is pretty awesome. See, we got a shirt lying down over there. Yeah, pretty rad, huh? Oh, hey guys, what are you doing? Little duckos. Hi, quacks. Hi, Bobs. What are you doing? Should I feed you? Hi, guys. Should I bring you some food over? I don't know these guys. If the sun wasn't out, I'd come sit over here and feed them. But, anyways. Meow, 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 meow. I'll take you guys on another journey. I don't know that everybody here has seen my old videos. I took you on I took you a journey this whole outdoor museum, which is amazing, modern. It's not all modern art. It's fantastic. Move me out of here. Yeah, that's the eagles on it because it was a piece of shit. Yeah, Matthew. Yeah, 95%. Interesting. I mean, of the important architecture, yeah, definitely in cityscapes, definitely. So if we're sitting thinking about cityscapes and what's been built, I would go with I'd go with low 90s. I would go like 92%. But in here's how I can prove this here. There's a bridge on the other side of the park. Maybe you could walk over to it in a little bit. I don't know. And at the base of it, there's a tree. And the way the tree has formed is to go around it. Okay, you got to follow logic here. If the tree was there first, they wouldn't have built the bridge, right? So the bridge had to come well before the tree was planted for the tree to grow around it and onto it. And the tree itself is easily 100 years old, which makes you go, this bridge has to be older than the tree. By how many years? They wouldn't have made a bridge and left a tiny little tree next to it. I mean, I suppose they could have, but even at that, you're still how many years in? And when I say at least 100, I don't know. The tree is way bigger than. Okay, how old do you think that tree is? I don't know how to gauge the age of trees. Like, how old is that tree right there? Right? I don't know. But the tree is way bigger than either of these, and it's going around a bridge, which is said to be only 70 years old. But the tree is well more than 70 years old. So it says to me that's a complete. Well, we'll check that. That's a lie. What's up, Fire Drake? What's this? What is this? Throwing a flying elbow? What's up, Black Sun? Yeah, UT should help quite a bit. I know some people that have definitely helped their hair with that. Peace out, J22. Unless you, I don't know. Oh, who said they're leaving? Oh, peace out, Ninja. Hey, Fire Jake, what is this flying elbow shit you're talking about right now? What you going on about over here? I must be missing some of the conversation. Because out of nowhere, Fire Drake comes in like we WWF in the 1980s, coming in Jimmy Superfly Snuka off the top rope with the flying elbow. Oh, the statue guy. Oh, yeah, that was, yeah. Yeah. He could be. I mean, he got his. If you get your neck into a flying elbow like that, I mean, he's obviously he does a lot of yoga to even get in that posture to begin with. Flying elbow drop. Oy, oy. Well, we could, I suppose, continue this journey around. You guys want to look at some of these other statues and shit? Unless somebody has anything important they want to chat about, we just talk about these statues. What's also interesting to me is some of the artwork here that's labeled from that it's from some sculptor or something. It immediately strikes me as no, that was a piece of something that was already here. They didn't sculpt that. That's another lie. So you guys let me know. Should I walk around here, or do you guys want to just chat? So I walk around. I gotta do something with my bird food, my duck food. Oh, also, you guys are allowed to donate, so I can feed the ducks and feed myself. Keep a roof over my head. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo is in the description box. I appreciate it. TSAR, capital XEN. You want to do the little walkie-talkie? All right, we just do that. All right, give me a second here. Hey, there's a bunch of people here right now. Holy shit. Unless YouTube's just lying again. Lying. All right, let's go check it out. Here, I'll flip this around so you don't have to look at my stupid face. All right, let's go do some shit. All right, we'll start here. I like it a lot. Oh, yeah, there you go. Feet, ass, hair, arms behind the head, breasticles. I like that. That's sexy. Let's see what this has to say for itself. Balthasar Lobo, the Grand Juan Filet Guana. Guana? Okay. Whatever you say there, boss. Nothing over there. I've already done the House of Mirrors. Okay, here's the fall guy. The next one I think you guys will really like. Well, actually, the one right after this is maybe my third favorite in the whole place. And there's some really cool statues here. But this one right here is rad. I'm a big fan of this. This one is in my top 10. This is a bear. It's called Bear With Us. Check this guy out. Check this dude out, yeah. Isn't that awesome? It looks like a crinkled up piece of paper. I mean, I guess if you got a big enough piece of paper, you could have folded it this way, like origami style, and then covered it in chrome. Yeah, it's reflective chrome. Yeah, it's pretty rad. Okay, now here's one of my favorite things. They just put this here too. It says 2020, but I don't believe them. This is one of my favorite guys right here. Check him out. He's like he's an alien on a goddamn gator. How rad, huh? Look at his alien head, dude. Uh-oh. Check his dumb ass out. Wait, is it? Is it? Oh, the crazy shit is I never noticed this till right now. It's part of it. Like it's not right. That alien being is not riding it. It's actually his knees go right into it. That's awesome. And there's the portal to the other dimension. And you guys get to see the craziest mural. Well, what would you call it? It's not a mural. It's made out of you'll see. I mean, I guess it's not painted. Let's just put it that way. I don't know if that would be the proper name. If it's not painted, is it still a mural? If it's made out of little pieces of tile. I guess so. A tile work mural? Would that be correct? Oh, is there something cool inside? You know what? I don't think I've ever been in here and looked at that thing there. It's a mop bucket. We can go on the side over here. This always looks like a bunch of fenders from an old car. But you can kind of see the face on the top one there. You see? See the nose and the lips? It's pretty rad. Like if you were moving at this, if there was a speed to light and you're moving right around it, I think that's what things would look like. Okay, here's this mural. Now, the reason it's more badass than you think it is, like you think it's badass right now. So it looks like somebody painted that, but no. It's way better than that. See, these are all individual, like hand cut, every single one of those hand cut tile. So that thing is about 20 feet high by about 80 across. Tiny little tiles, yeah. See the extra head behind the head? And this was apparently, this was only put here in 2019. No shit. That would have been so awesome to be here and seen that. I did not know. Huh. Terry stuff around this. Fernandez. Okay. Let's go see what we're gonna see over here.
Say so.
How you doing? Okay. And I've showed you this before, but I'll zoom in on it because I'm not walking all the way over there. This place is kind of big. But here's the... Let's see, there's the human skull. It's not human. It's like a giant skull. It could be actually like, see, that's one of the ones I'm like, are we sure that's not just literally a giant skull and they're just like playing with you? Like, oh, we'll just leave it out here. Everybody's going to think it's plaster, but it's literally the skull of a giant. Okay, so that thing's kind of cool. One of those moving sculptures. It's not that windy, so it's not doing much. Next time I find some shade, I'm sitting down for a second. It's kind of hot today. We got this thing. This is all right. I mean, I respect it, but it's fun. I'm okay with that. Even though I don't really like a lot of whatever, quote, modern, unquote, art is. Like, that shit's kind of cool. I must have been doing some sort of play up here with Treasure Island. Oh, cool. Oh, May 11th through 27th. Okay. Oh, so they're doing a whole thing going on right now. Okay, cool. Apparently this is happening later tonight. Neat. And that way I'll be able to look at whatever dumb shit you all had to say. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the colors of this at all. The whole feeling of it is great. The color choices are fucking atrocious and make me want to barf. If you're gonna go through making all of that, go ahead and do not paint and use those colors. The shape of it, the movement of it, the technique with the patterning is awesome, but the colors fucking suck. I award you no points for the colors. These two are awesome, and now these I don't see. Now this I don't believe. The Mete of the Muse, 2006, Fred Wilson. I do not believe that he did these. Not at all. He could have, but I think these are. It's tough. It's tough. I mean, you're capable of. Maybe I could find a way to tell. I mean, if I could tell that this is made out of concrete, maybe. This is a maybe, somewhere between a maybe and no. They just pulled this shit out the ground and then just put somebody's name on it. Like, that's definitely not. That's not marble, so that's why that one could be. But this one looks a little real, like the crack of the face and shit. Like, unless he did that to give it the feeling. I don't know. It's awesome either way. If he did it, cool. If not, fuck you for stealing people's shit. Yeah. Oh, here's the cool part of this place. So here's the water down here, and here's how you get from one side to the other. We're gonna walk through. So look at how so all of this water is being held in by this tiny little wall here. It's hard to believe. Okay, this is certainly a sculpture. This is probably my second favorite here. This dude is rad. Look at his beefy beat. Look at that. Ugh. Huge fan of this. Yeah. We're almost to somewhere I can sit my fat ass down at. Okay, this is like another thing that I'm glad it's here, but you know, you can call that art. Like, it's cool, like awesome. This is cool, but don't you dare tell me this is like art. That's not art. Let's go over here real quick. Okay, this box here makes me want to put someone in that and make them live it for the rest of their life, because it's not art. It's it's two pink fucking boxes. Don't be if you're the kind of dickhead that finds that to be art. Art is, it's subjective. No, it's fuck you. That's fucking two boxes. Is it cool? Yeah, it's all right. Like, don't just because you could stain something pink and put two boxes and like think you're doing it. You ain't doing shit. You're an idiot. This is art. See the difference? You see the difference here? So you see this and you feel something. There's an inspiration. Art's not supposed to like piss you off. Like, I mean, I could, I guess, but this is awesome. That is not. See, that's stupid. This is not. Does everybody else feel that way, or are you the only people that believe that art is so subjective that it could be anything are people that make bad art? Like, see that box right there? See that? That's a piece of shit. Stupid. This is not. See the difference? A fucking toddler could put boxes on top of each other and paint it awful colors. A toddler cannot do this. There's some skill. There's shit that goes on here. Look at this. This is awesome. Look at how cool this is. Rocking and rolling, dog. I'm so happy somebody finally fixed it. It was broken the other day. But check him out. See? Art. That thing over there, not art. What's up, y'all? Okay, this here. I'll give this a free pass. It is somewhat artistic. I like it. Now, could anybody do that? No, because I don't think they have the eye for it. But is that a difficult task to just put it? No, I mean it's difficult in the sense that there's something to it. There's there's a je ne sais quoi. Like that right there, that thing can go fuck itself. That thing, whoever made that is a piece of shit. I don't like them. I think they're a bad person. And if they weren't involved in the human, collective, I wouldn't mind. Because if that pink box wasn't there, it would only assist my day. This is rad. Look at this weird orange, crumpled up woman doing some. That's silly. See, that is modern art that I like. That there's something there. That's rad. Do I want it anywhere near me or in my house? No. Does it make me feel uncomfortable? Yes. Doesn't make me mad. Okay. Ding dong. That right there, that is modern art. It's a tree. Let me sit down for a second. Oh shit. Pamela Buckman, the keeper of the garden. Oopsie. Alright, let's sit down for a second. I need to refill my coolness in my glass here. Maybe the rule about that is if you're gonna be an artist, don't be an insufferable cunt and do awful artwork. And just because it's on your name, make it more important than it is. You don't get to get away with 2 pink boxes. If that's what it takes to do art, then I'm Picasso. You know? Alright, that's what's going on here. And then we'll explore the more of this. That's not helping. Oh, dude, Friedrich, the the mirrors in there. Yeah, I mean it's very small, but probably get stuck in it. Yeah, that sun soak. We'll see. There's no top to it. It could be shit in. You couldn't really shit on it. You could shit in it though. You get inside of that thing. The tree is the best piece of art. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, that would be like saying, that everything that's living, every human is a great piece of art. I don't think so. Trees are great. I love trees. Yeah, just their being is fine. I don't think trees would claim to be artists, though. I think they would just say, I'm part of this thing. I'm a tree. A tree has treeness, not... A tree has treeness. Like a human has humanness. But to be an artist, what are you? Like I'm an art ism. I'm artism. Or how about artness? I'm artness. How's that? Artness. I don't think I'm an ist. Ist would be, yeah. And don't you just kind of want to go, ugh. Ugh, if you say ist. You get the gist. Let's flip this around and go find one more spot to chat on. Come join me for shitting on artworks by creatives. Isn't that a fun one? That we came out with the word content creator, and then just before that it was creatives. Are you a creative? Didn't we used to call people that have fucking brain disorders creatives. like, like people that fell on their head as a child, or like are autistic, or you know, I said artistic, or I said autistic, not artistic, or whatever the fuck. Is that Down syndrome? I don't know. So you're telling me somehow, this is the confusing part, this thing holds in all of this water? There's a lot of water there. It's always surprising to me. It looks like it should just burst through, but apparently it doesn't. See, look. Really? That's how thin the wall is? Cool. Cool. Okay. Let's see what's up here. Oh, you can see you can see my favorite art here. We're almost upon it. It's back here. Maybe we'll have to do it in a second. Here. We'll go the other way. But this is funny. What I want to do is come here and just cover myself in white plaster and sit here and wait for someone to sit down. I'll do it around like Halloween or something, and then just get up and move. Fucking freak people the fuck out. Like if I just sat like across over here, just plastered up like this. How silly with that. Well, I did come here on mushrooms one day and sat down here, and they did start to move a little bit, so I was like, I think I gotta go right now. So these are pretty cool. I like that. And here's a very nice piece. Bronze. Nice a lot. And here is maybe the best piece in the park. Maybe the best. If you can't understand why, that's your problem. So. Yeah, this is super rad to me. This guy's rad. This guy's awesome too. So those are all letters on him, if you can't tell. Is there a template and design for the tree? I don't know. I think so. I mean, isn't there for flowers? I think trees just have more things that impact their growth, right? This is another really good piece. Okay, so we got the crabs at the bottom. I mean, this is obviously essentially an almost perfect sculpture of what a woman should look like. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's fucking like goddess shit right there, right? Tell me it's not. I don't know. The dilemma is you find chicks that even look even close to this nowadays. They got attitude problems up the wazoo, and they are not goddesses. They are pieces of shit. Because they got too stuck in the fact that they were given a nice body, but then their mind turned to garbage. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is fun. Look at this. You guys see the difference in textures? See the hands? So this is like murdered out. This is what you call it. Like when you murder black something, you kind of sand it down, and then this is glossy, high functioning finish of the chrome, the monkey heads. This shit is really rad. This is up there, top 5 for me. It's so bizarre, and like there's a lot of it's just energetic. Yeah, this is how you display dominance. Put this in your foyer, walk in your house, and this is here. People are just like, oh fuck. They'll just say, oh. They would just literally, if you walked in and you saw it like from this angle, you just like, oh fuck, what is gonna happen here? That would be in my entryway to my house, without question. And let's go this way. Oh, there's some sort of event happening. I guess if I stuck around long enough, I could just join said event. Oh, which way do I want to go here? When they open these gates, something fun is going on. Okay, this is another thing of like modern art that can go like, I don't know, whatever. That shit is like the whatever pissed me off. Yes. Backstage behind the scenes. This is cool as shit right here. See, this is the kind of cool stuff of the modern kind of pop art that is cool. This is a giant, that is a giant fucking pin, or whatever the hell it's called. What are they called? And this guy, this is another cool one. Check him out. Those are all letters. I don't know what you can see because I can't really see on the phone. Yeah, this is super rad. See, that to me is a very powerful piece of art. I like that a lot. And you got these giant weird faces. You do not want to be in here on acid or mushrooms with these faces looking at you. Especially that guy right there. They're definitely a bit taller than me. These are all about like 7 foot tall. But some thick boys right there. Okay. Here, let me go sit down for a second before we continue on our last little part of this journey. Oh, here. Okay. You want to see it? Look at this fat. Look at that fat, chunky ass. Okay, you telling me somebody did this as a piece of art? This is one of the things that I say, fuck no. Look at, you're telling me somebody did this as a piece of art. I'm saying you're lying. I'm saying this is a complete lie. This is something from the ancient world. No question. You're telling me somebody did all this? No, they didn't. Bullshit. This is bullshit. There was a purpose. There was something happening here. And it broke. And instead of, so this was broken somewhere on this property. I'd bet a lot of money on that. If I had $1 million and I had one bet to make, I would bet this is definitely not made by whoever said they made it. Luciano Fabro. The day weighs in on my night. 5 marble with gold leaf in 2000. First of all, there's no gold leaf on this fucking thing. Oh, on here. Oh, he put the gold leaf in there. It got spotted out. So unless he found this and just sent it and said, oh, I made this. Nah, dog shit. Stop lying. Stop lying, dog. Oh, here's a cool one. I guess we'll dip in here real quick. Yeah, this is super rad one. Hey, what up? What up, tortoise? Okay. This is definitely top 10 piece. It's got like the broken open cube to show the internal structure of the matrix of reality. Yeah, this is super rad. Now, I could accept that someone made this. However, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it does seem pretty done on purpose, but also, I mean, this is badass. Huh. Okay. We're going this way. Rerouting the tour. I'm gonna go ahead and whatever that is, you can keep that to yourself. This is awesome. Fat mama with little baby. What is that? Venusian? The Venusian idea. Oh, and she's standing on top of dude here, little midget dude. Or is it a woman? I don't know. But look at that midget with the giant. I mean, you know all the ideas of. Oh, let's see. It must be a. Let's see, is it a chick? Oh no, it's a dude. See his little scrum. You can see her twat. Look at all that chunky mama. What is that? The whole construct of the ancient world of like the fat black Mother Earth kind of concept. It's a Venusian. Is that what it is basically? Hmm. Hmm. So that one's pretty rad, huh? Cool. Let's go this way.
Somebody got hot, or the baby got hot, or something.
No, she was on the phone with.
Here's this. Oh, that's a giant backhand that you catch. Always I like shit like this with something is like out of phase with the rest, like so his head and his neck doesn't work with the rest of his body. It's very interesting. And his hands are way too large. It's like extra chunky butt. A bubble butt. Oh, there you go. For everybody that talks all that mess, there's your butt plug. Go ahead, sit on that. What do they call it? What do they call it? What it is? It says Acme. Come on, St. Clair, you know what that is. Your boy used to talk about these. You have the lingam. It's a lingam. It's a phallic structure of the Hindus, basically. Ain't necessarily Hindu, but I guess. Best way to sleep like that. It says traveling light. Yeah, you can sleep upside down, see what happens. Hey, that's a big ass tree, huh? I don't know why it has to be an ass tree. Oh, see all the violins? Yeah. Sax and violins. And then this is fun. I like this. This is very creative. So if you can't tell, that is holding up the window. Cool shit, huh? What's up, Jimin? What's up, Jimmy? Oh yeah, Jimmy, you said Jedi flip? Yeah, man.
Too late for help.
Okay, this one right here. Okay, this one is the best piece in here. No matter, you know, it's like it's common that everyone would say this is the best piece, but it is. Okay, so I mean, obviously you can figure out what it is. It's crazy. Huh? Yes, yes, yes. That's humanity, right? Everybody standing your back, putting their eyes over yours, so you can't see what the fuck's going on while you carrying them and trying to help. And they're trying to blind you, and they still want to stand on your back. Here's the front entry gate with these cool things. See, here's a piece that I dig it. It's all right. It's something, you know. I don't know what feeling it's the word elucidates, but this one's pretty rad. I get down with this one. I get like a normal chicks in the front that are. Oh, what's this? I don't feel like I've seen this before. Is that some? Is it just texture? Yeah, it's just texture. Oh, the guy over here real quick with the birds on him. Guy with birds. That's goofy. I don't like it. I mean, that's still a piece of art. I just don't like it. Oh yeah, we'll go over there and see this one in a second. Okay. Oh, the Apple. Yeah, what's this even Apple kind of business? Yeah, that's what we look. Yeah. There we go. See that one? The golden archer on top of the ball. That's got to be obviously right when you walk in. That's a good choice. And this one is rad. This is totally awesome. That right there is Jimin kicking a fucking lion or whatever it used to be. Fucking cock out, fucking Native American. Well, that's Native American. He ain't native, but you know what I mean. Looks like some shit you would do. We've got a bow kicking something down. Yeah, that's a powerful piece. I like that a lot. Another top 10. I don't know what to order. It's tough. That's the day for me. That's some goofy shit. Like this is goofy, but I like it. This I do like a lot, actually. Yeah. Just chilling. That's a lot of drugs right there. Okay. Okay, there's someone with a fat head. High quality. I dig it. Oh yeah, there you go. Killing the chicken choker. Look at it, chicken choker 2000 right there, man. Well, I guess it'd be like 1000 now. Chicken choking, stabbing, 800 BC. Where's that golden arrow on top of the ball? Symbolic of the triumph of Mercury over the, I mean, however you want to break that one down. Okay. You go find a tree and we'll chat and then continue this journey onto even more spectacular places. Okay. So this is called the. I'm still confused by this, unless I read it wrong. But this is the Dueling Oaks, right? Where's the thing? It says Men's Club. No. Where's the sign? It says the Dueling Oaks. Is it over here? You take it down? What the hell? Try something else. The Dueling Oaks. So I haven't looked it up yet, but there's one oak there. So what is it? It can't be Dueling Oaks because it's one oak. What are they, those two? Is that what they're talking about? They're battling over this right here because this is the tree. I don't know what the hell they talking about. Those two pieces of shit over there. Let's go take a little fucking second to put myself into order here. And we're back live in nature. So, sit down here, perhaps. Oh shit! I don't know. I want to sit on a fucking bed of termites or some shit. Maybe we'll go to the other side of the park. Hold on. This is not gonna work. Fuck it. Let's go over here. Sit down for a second and get a little moments with you guys. Oh no. Oh no. Welcome back. Welcome back. Alright, there we are. Hello. What's going on? Hey, Jimin, you talking about that? Are you talking about that statue? What's up, Mr. Mannion? Jimin, are you still here? Are you talking about that statue when I was like, or are you talking about the golden one? Mr. Mannion, what's happening? Hey, you guys enjoy this for a second. Let me go grab my drink. Well, this is fun. This is the most people that have been all up in here in a while. How y'all doing? Feel free to type something or say hi. Let me know who's in here. And I will remind everybody that there's so many people here. It's going to be my birthday in like 3 weeks. So if you want to donate or buy me a gift or something, feel free. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, TsarXen. You can do it just because it's today and because I'm awesome. You guys like my company. You want to buy me a beer? Appreciate that. Or you could, save up and get me a birthday gift. June 4th, the great Gemini, the great Mercurian. Oh, so Jimmy, you said, yeah, bro, to which one? You're talking about the gold statue? When I said the ball and the archer? Or are you talking about the first archer and kicking down the lion? Oh, the lion. Okay, now I got you. Yeah, kicking down the lion, because that's how I saw it. I mean, obviously, it looked like a deformed lion, so ain't that funny? I got you now. I understand. Delicious. It's so funny. There are more people and less people talking. Thumbs up are always welcome for these kind of broadcasts. If you've enjoyed yourself and got to see some of the outdoor sculpture garden, feel free. Because I can, and if you say so, I can go put a tip in the jar for them. It's kind of like whenever I play music for you guys, from the musicians, and I say make sure if you donate, just say in there it's for them. Because I got no problem tipping the band or tipping that park. Because that's it's free for locals, but tips are suggested. The birds, there's definitely some here. You see that? You see this tree though? This tree's pretty fat ass. Yeah, pretty rad. He's pretty huge. Some people want to argue with me about trees being female. I think they're definitely masculine, but whatever. If the earth is female and they're coming out of the earth, they're definitely the opposite energy, right? It's kind of like you get something rises, the tree goes to the sun, it's magnetized. Like the earth is pulling it and the sun is, yeah, it's kind of how it works. It's like upside down electricity or some shit. You like how the meadow's so hard to, the meadow gets spray painted? What'd you say in the park? Some of it, maybe, but most of it was just like, most of it is copper in there. There wasn't too much that's painted or touched up with anything. Especially considering if you made something, unless it's with a heavy plaster, the paint's not going to really stick on it. It's really hard to get any kind of paint to stick to metals. Very nice. Where you guys want to go to? You guys want to you want to go see a swan? You want to see a tiny part of the park? Do you want to? Hey, B, back the fuck up, son. I ain't got shit for you, son. There's a little busy buzzy worker bee out here, buzzing off of my shit. B, come on, son. Oh. I mean, hey, that's cool. That's cool and all. If I'm in your way, but you don't gotta like land. I know. That's why I got all sugar on me. You trying to get the sugar? Uh-oh. I'm not interested in getting stung by your dumb ass. Okay. I'm not fucking with this bee right now because I'm gonna be sitting here like, I don't mind bees. I have no problem with bees. I've caught bees. They land on me, but like I have sugar in my hand, so he's gonna try to like sit there and lick my fingers. I don't need that right now. Let's go over here. Little busy, buzzy bumblebees. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at my little guys right here. Look at my little guy. Where's he going? Hey, Quack Quack. What are you doing, buddy? Are you going across the street? Come on. Come on, Quack Quack. Come on, Quack Quack. Let's go. Come on, guy. He's so goofy. Where are you guys going? Little quacks. Hi, quack, quack. Come here, guy. Bop, bop. Come on, bop, bop. Hi, puppy. Guys, I mean, even ducks are puppies to me. Hi, quack, quack. You're right over there. Hi, baby. Oh, you got a hurt. They are. Some of them always. What is it? The ducks so often have like hurt little paws. Anybody know? Never been down here. This is where all the cats that work here come and fucking relax and smoke. And there's a house on an island right there. It's not really a house, but what's up, Zig? Let's go this way. Let's go see if any goofballs are on this island. So every once in a while they gotta make they got to go through and clean up all the homeless, the houseless that live out here, because they go from like just staying here and like chilling, right? They'll like stay here for the night until then the I don't know, the bad eggs of the houseless community start coming over, and then they just leave their shit out and make a mess of that, and then people, because this is public, right? So, and then they just end up shitting all over it, and they fuck up other people that came here. The cleanly, nice houseless that come here, stay, and then when they're done sleeping, they pack their shit up and they go on their day. And then other motherfuckers come here and put their clothes out and be fucking, like, just be extra, like act like, I'm gonna fucking, this is mine, and then they kick them all out. And that's a cycle. And I think we are in the no one gets to be here cycle at the moment. Let me see if I can tell. Yep, we are certainly in the no one gets to stay here cycle. But see, this I would love to, they have to reboard the shit up all the time because people rip the shit down and go in there and fucking do drugs and shit. Now, if they would just clean that out and put a like an actual something there, they could turn this into like, I don't know, an ice cream stand or some shit. I mean, they used to do things out here. They built this as a little stage and have like, from years ago. So, and they had a light here. I mean, I'm all about annexing this island. You know, if the zombie apocalypse comes, this shit's mine. Because there's only one way, there's only that bridge right there. Everything else is water surrounded. As far as I know, zombies can't get across water. But this is it's a magical little island, which they really could do something with, honestly. If they were smart about it, they could turn this island into like a... And see, the problem is, because they don't do anything with it, then all the junkies and crackheads and homeless come over here. But if they actually turn this into something, they could put something out here. They could fix that and put something here. And this would be like a destination in the park. It would be very simple to do. I mean, they already have power coming out here. All they need to do is build a fucking structure. And that's too easy to fix right there. So, anyways, I'll chill over here for a second. So what up, everybody? Let's flip this bitch around. Okay. Hey. Hi. It's me. Hey, noodly fucking retard head came through. That's cool. It only takes so long, right? I mean, you can't say that's not properly fucking executed by the people that whoever's controlling the algorithms and shit. That doesn't happen on other people's channels. Why does it happen on mine at certain times? Did I say something? Was there a keyword, or was there just I was on here long enough before they start going, hey, here's the green and thing, and you gotta go to the do. And they just type some random bullshit that just, what is that? Like the whole robot troll shit is it's so corny. It's so like, it just shows you like it shows you the failure of humanity and how dumb and worthless and gutter snipey people are. Just like how trash they are. Like that they would do that. Or they just want me to, they just provide me with leverage for a joke of just saying like, yep. Like, I mean, how many people really go to those things and even see what it is? Like, what kind of idiots do that? On both sides, like, I mean, obviously in some way it must be of value for them. I mean, I guess if you just sprinkled crack everywhere, eventually someone's gonna pick it up and eat it. I guess that's their logic. But then I would say like, well, eventually that crack is gonna come back and infect your children, And maybe you shouldn't do it like when feeding people crack, you know? Zigzag Ziggler. Zigzagzilla. Fucking Godzilla killer. The Manila gorilla. And also, there's a couple other, for anybody who doesn't know, there's a couple other islands in this area that are not mapped out on the Google Earths. But some of them are pretty perfect property for the zombie apocalypse. That has enough natural sunlight. It's big enough where you could have you could grow things. You got trees tall enough to have lookout. Yeah. This is a decent spot. This one would be for a community. This is large enough where there's enough land where you could dig in over there and make a whole garden and whatever. Well, what else, peoples? 2 hours of this. 2 hours if I was working a regular job, that would earn me easy over $100. And I do this for free for all of you. So if you want to, feel free. You know how to do it. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Because my dollars are in the very minimal these days. Description box. It's in there. TsarXen. Oh my gosh, there's the big ducks coming over. I'll see them. We should go play with them. Do you want to go? You want to go play with the ducks? Do you guys want to see? You want to see these guys? I think these are the brown ones. I can get one. I get one of them to eat out of my hand. He'll almost come up. He has a little encouragement issues because the other 6 of them, they're like, I don't know. You wanna go fuck with some ducks? What do you think? Is it duck fucking time? No, I don't mean having intercourse with them. I mean saying hello. A little moment for meditation. Here's what somebody taught me a little while back. A way to impress upon yourself breathing properly, doing anything properly for that matter. It's kind of like tapping to a certain place. You want to breathe properly, rub your titties, rub your chest, so you can feel where your hands are. And then when you take them off, you'll still feel your hands there. And then it will encourage you to feel that part of your body and put energy into it. So you touch here where your lungs are, touch it, and then that energy will be felt in those areas. It's the same thing as where do you think if you put your fucking hand on your clit and your dick and whatever, you're going to get energy to go there. 1, because your hand's there, and 2, because it's energetic. It's a physical and energetic thing. But you can. It's why if you want to get your thymus or whatever going, you can like gorillas. But that will get things moving through the brute force method. But then afterwards, you still have this energetic feeling, and you breathe into that. Now, obviously, if you want to breathe properly. Like the reason people put their hands like this right beneath their navel is because you should be breathing into your belly first. Belly breathing into your chest. So you breathe out everything and then into your stomach, and then your lungs will become. You breathe down first, down into your dantian, into your lower abdomen. So that's why you put your hands there, to maintain the focus. Peace out, Jim. My breath work is a lot of pine. Uh, I don't know. There's no eucalyptus. I don't know. A lot of different green plants. Can't really pick one right now, but the only salt is probably my sweat. A little teriyaki. Smell teriyaki. What up, squirrel? Hi, squirrel. I don't know what honey. So hot water, then ice water, then honey. Seems it seems like you'd be sticky afterwards. Oh, nice. Oh, the sweet teriyaki. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what? I really want to do an orange. What is it? Was it whiskey and orange chicken? Is that what it is? Whiskey? No, bourbon. Bourbon. Bourbon whiskey. Bourbon. Bourbon honey and orange chicken. That's what's up. It's kind of like the bourbon chicken from the mall, but then with the Asian orange kind of orange glazed chicken. That's that combo. Teriyaki. Well, what's up, everybody? What are we looking at here? Seeing what my percentage is. I always enjoy that. Some days it does this thing where it doesn't use up so much of my battery, and other days it eats the shit on my battery. Like I had my camera on very high volume of color, so I was using a lot of that, and it still didn't eat up my battery, even though it was 2 hours worth of a show. And since ain't nobody saying shit, you jumped in the river? Yes, yes. Yeah, well, I'm gonna go. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump in my pool. It's not any cleaner than a river. It's a different kind of dirty, you know. All the people have been in there, plus all the chemicals, versus all the dirtiness of the river itself. Just happens that it's closer, and I have a towel. So yeah, good to see everybody. I'm gonna go run around, play with some animals, and maybe I'll come back. We'll see where I feel, if I feel motivated, if anything comes across my brain that I want to share with all of you lovely people. Until next time, do weird things, be an inspiration when you can, take care of yourself, enjoy your experience when you can, help out others, and talk to y'all soon. Bye bye. Peace out, Danny and Fire Drake and whoever the fuck else is Suntoke still in here, whoever the fuck else is in the background, whoever's in the background jacking off. Enjoy your day. Talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody.